Paula, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. We have been talking about this happening for at least the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a super long time.
No, you and I met. You were in New York City. We connected. I feel like we're soul sisters.
It was
in
like
many capacities.
We're sisters from another mister or something. Like, I mean, it just, yeah.
Basically, we're sisters.
It's true. I know. Those people that you just sit down with and you're like, oh yeah, we can start talking everything.
Everything. But I'm the older.
The wiser. We'll say
I don't know about that, but definitely older.
The elder.
Yes, I'm your elder.
Okay, so Paula, people that are not familiar with you.
Yep.
You're GMA anchor.
I am. I anchored weekends for 4 years with my co-anchor, Dan Harris. And then I was doing The View for 3 years as well. And now, after last year I stepped away from weekends and because I just wanted to work Monday through Friday. My schedule was so crazy.
So were you working 7 days a week at that point?
There would be some moments between, anchoring the weekends and doing The View and other projects. I would go stretches of 21 days straight. And it came to a point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. And, I really felt like, okay, God, I feel like you wanted me to do this, but why is everybody getting my leftovers? So it kind of came to a point where, I went to management and they have been so, they've worked with me beautifully. They said, you can work Monday through Friday. So
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm curious, just as an ABC consumer,
right?
Between weekends, The View and GMA, like what's your like, your sweet spot? Like, which one do you enjoy the most?
I loved GMA weekends because we truly were a family. And it's really hard to replicate that where you feel like your teammates have your back and they champion you and they advocate for you and that you can trust them. It's very rare. And so that was one of the difficulties walking away from the weekends. I was walking away from a family, my second family, and I knew that I would probably never replicate that sort of work environment again. But my real family is most important to me. So that was the reasoning behind that.
Which is husband and kids. So how long have you been married?
Thank you for clarifying. Yes, my real family.
That's the family she's
husband
talking about.
and 3 kids. Yes, we are college sweethearts, but we've been married almost 19 years.
Yes. And then you guys have...
The rest is history. We have 3 children. We have a daughter and 2 sons. They're 11, 9, and 5. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me though now, because your schedule, is it pretty consistent?
No, but it is a little nuts. My kids are super understanding and I am very present with them.
Yes, so that's what I want to talk about is so how do you do it? Like, because I hear that.
Yeah.
People think I'm busy and I travel some, but I'm like, that's nothing compared to your job and having to be there early mornings and all of that. So so if you're talking to a working mom and they ask so how do you do it?
Well, I think first, you have to give yourself a lot of grace. You can't be everywhere and you can't do it all. I say you can't lean in, you just hang on. Okay. You literally hang on and you enjoy the ride and you love your kids through it. But I try to be very present with my kids when I'm with them. And I put the phone away and I try to carve out something special with each individual child. And for me, it's just letting them know that they're always going to be my priority. I'm not always physically there, but they're always in my heart and they're always my priority.
Yes.
I think so you just have to pick and choose. You can't be at everything. So just pick and choose and create a conversation with them. Say, okay, if I can only go to a couple of these, where would you like, which ones would you like me to go to? And don't project the guilt. Don't tell them how guilty you feel. Yes. My kids, I've talked to them on many occasions. I'm like, oh, I just wish I could quit and stay home. And they're like, no, we like that you work and you kind of have a cool job and you do, you do fun things. And I think they're proud of me in some respects. But just keep an open conversation, be honest with your kids and have fun and carve out special time.
That's a good point though. Don't project your guilt on it because I feel like sometimes as a working mom, think like, oh my gosh, they're struggling and all this. And there might be seasons where it's harder. But I remember specifically, I don't know why, God's giving me this memory that's just stayed with me. I remember before the first book tour my dad went on, I was in late middle school. Mm-hmm. We had a big family meeting because back then they went 6 weeks at a time. It was just right. So it was this huge chunk of time. He was going to be away. And it was this big reveal. And they're talking about all the logistics and all this. And I love my dad.
Yes.
We have a great relationship with my family. I'm so thankful. I love them. But I remember thinking late middle school, I was like, okay. I'm fine.
Yeah,
You're okay, Dad. You're do you know what I mean? I could almost see the guilt on him, And so I always think about that memory where I'm like, hey, they're going to be okay. It's okay.
I think just in this climate, the messages that we get as working moms is, it's perfection and it's striving and you feel like you have to do everything and accomplish every little thing. And I'm like, it's just, sorry, it's not a really great message. At least for me, it doesn't apply for my life. I just think it's not about leaning. It's about just hanging on and enjoying the ride and giving yourself the same amount of grace that you give other people. You have to give yourself plenty of grace for the mistakes that you're going to make. I tell them one of the greatest gifts that I have given my children, someone encouraged me to do this, is the gift of admitting when you're wrong and saying, I'm sorry. My kids know I'm not perfect. And so when something like, I'm sorry, I'm not perfect. And just creating that conversation that
so good.
We're human, we're flawed, and it's okay to make mistakes. Mommy's going to make mistakes, and you're going to make mistakes, and guess what? We're going to love each other despite those mistakes. We'll love each other more, and you learn from the mistakes.
Yeah, I think that's so good and
way
so
too
true.
hard on ourselves.
Just gives you permission just to take a deep breath, moms. You're good. Even if you're a stay-at-home mom, you're working just as much, if not more. I sometimes think with those stay-at-home moms, so Okay, so you launched a new podcast. Which is so great, Paula.
I'm excited. I have to have you on the podcast.
Good. I will. I'll come on.
Please do.
Yes, because it really is. It's fascinating. So talk about that. I want to hear.
We just launched it. We're on season 2, and it just came out of my own personal faith. And I'm a believer, but I know that we don't give people, at least from a mainstream platform, mainstream media, we don't give them an opportunity to talk about faith in the capacity of what they believe and why they believe it. We'll cut that soundbite out because it's too spiritual, it's too religious, and so but faith is so important. Whatever faith you may be, it's so important. It's the bedrock and foundation of so many of our lives. So I wanted to give people an opportunity to talk about what they believe and why, and how it gets them through the bumpy times and the highs and the lows. I just want to have a really respectful, engaging conversations with people.
I think it's so good. Well, it's powerful, and when it changes your life completely in the way you view, that's the lens you see everything through. So I think that's awesome that you're digging into people's lives in that way and having that conversation. It's so good.
Thank you, my sister from another mister or another mother.
It's so true. Oh my gosh. Paula, thanks for coming on. Guys, check out her podcast. Make sure to go and subscribe to it. And thanks for being here.
Thank you.